Show, the Nina Air Show. We're walking in excellence. This is the Nina Air Show, the Nina Air Show. We're walking in excellence.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Nina Air Show. Oh man, it's been awesome, but I miss you guys. And I just want to say to you before I introduce my guest, well, she's not even a stranger to this show because she has been on this show before and she spoke to us about finances, how to budget. If you have not seen that episode, go see it. But guys, I miss you, I miss you, I miss you, I miss you. And I know a lot of folks, they were like all excited and looking forward for the new episode. So this is the first episode for December. Okay, so all month we're going to be, for the next 6 to 8 weeks, we're going to be talking about fabulous on a budget. Come on, ladies. Now, I know men are watching this show as well, but ladies, you know what I'm talking about. We all want to have a fabulous Christmas, and then all of a sudden we heard about COVID-19. It's like, what is this? You know, as COVID came to interrupt our Christmas, you know, I don't know about you, but I'm already thinking, I have to cut back here, I have to cut back there, you know. So who's the best person to have on the show but the financial, I'm calling her the financial guru for today, okay? So I'm going to introduce her to you, but before you go, don't forget to subscribe. If you want to receive all the new videos, there's a little bell next to the subscribe button. Turn it on, okay? I'm always forwarding these videos to folks, but it is so easy for you to get the videos directly to your phone or your laptop or your tablet or your computer by just subscribing and turning on the notification bell. So there you go. But guys, even before I introduce my guest, we gotta do something here on the Nina Air Show. So come on, let's do the Nina Air dance. Come on. Excellence. Come on. Excellence. Come on. She even got rhythm doing it. Look. Excellence. Come on. Girl, do it if you know it. Excellence. Yeah. Awesome to be here. It was great. So, Daidre, it's good to have you.
Yes, I've missed you. I miss you
too.
Glad to be here though.
So I have here with me, you know, we always get into the rumbling of things, but I still have to officially introduce her. So Daidre, my beautiful, lovely sweetheart. Welcome back to the Nina Air Show.
Thank you. Awesome to be here again.
You are most welcome. And guys, today she's actually going to be wrapping up and telling us all what to expect for the next 4 to 5 episodes on Fabulous on a Budget. And we are talking about fabulous in skincare. We are talking about fabulous in, you know, how to do your nice DIYs, you know. We're talking about fabulous with your fitness, your eating. We're talking about fabulous even with your spirituality. You know, you can't have that on a budget though. That's the only thing that you cannot budget, okay? You gotta make sure that you top up with that one. No budgeting, okay? So she's going to be talking to us about how to have, you know, an amazing Christmas on a budget. COVID will not stop us, yes?
Of course not.
Of course not, yes? Listen, I'm expecting some great stuff from her today. So I want to ask you a few questions. First of all, we know that COVID happened. I mean, we cannot ignore COVID because of the mask. Even if we try to ignore it, as soon as we're leaving home and we get to the store, we cannot enter.
That's it. That's it. You have to run back sometimes and get it.
No, like today I left and I was like, no mask. I had to stop and purchase a mask. I had to purchase a mask, and I actually was like, I have masks. Like, why am I purchasing a mask? But you can't enter the stores.
That's it.
So that's the reality that we are here, and COVID is here, and COVID is here for the next 2 years. Yes, you heard right. So we have to take care of our spendings.
That's right.
Yes, because we never can tell when the borders are going to be locked again, which we don't want. We're not prophesying that either, but we just know spiritual things, so that's why we can share this so confidently. Yes. So, what are some of the areas we need to be mindful of in our spendings for Christmas?
Well, we know that we all love the Christmas shopping and everything is always so beautifully dressed up and very eye-catching, from the internet with the clothes to our window shopping when we go in town and other places. Everything looks appealing.
Yeah.
of course, it's supposed to look appealing and you want them. Now, we also have to be realistic and plan accordingly.
Yes.
Now, as we know, COVID is here, and COVID is here, and January comes very long. It seems as if 30 days, 35 days comes in January. So we have to be prepared for this. One of the things that we need to be mindful of is especially that supermarket bill when we go to shop for Christmas.
Yes.
We don't usually have great cake on our list. We don't usually, for some might, this might be a custom for some, we don't usually have ham. And then there's just all these other beautiful dishes that we want to create at that time. In addition to that, we also have to be mindful when it comes to Christmas, there is going to be an up in prices.
Yes.
We don't only just see the sales, but marketing and persons who are doing business are very aware that this is the time when people are going to spend, and you're never on the backdrop of how they create their prices. So for you, it says sale. If you looked at it during the year and the price actually is different, you can say that, but just the sign sale gets our eyes open. I was like, yes, we need it, but do you really? And if you can look at yourselves and you say, you know something, every month my bill is $400, but at Christmas it is $800.
Help us, Lord.
That is a problem. You should not have a $800 bill at Christmas. If $800 is your standard, that's fine. I'm just saying your Christmas bill should not be able to double when it comes to Christmas.
I agree.
Yes.
Listen, what about the curtains? You didn't talk about the food.
No. I know, ladies, you love your curtains and you love your home to look lovely, and that's great. We all do. But let's be honest, do we need to buy curtains every single year? Some curtains can run you up to $25 a panel, and if you have 8 windows, you calculate how much money you're going to spend. That has nothing to do with the sheets and all those other things. Here's what. As much as you may think, your neighbor actually does not know or probably was not checking what you had up last year. So
true.
if you think that they're looking, here's what to do. You can put up the ones you had 3 years ago. And if for sure, not a design guru, if you have those solid curtains and you want to mix the colors, you can do that as well. It looks like a design, nobody knows.
Wow.
But
That's good.
you didn't break the bank.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
I love that. You know, I was looking at home and I was like, oh, it'd be nice to have some nice curtains. But then I thought, I better leave that curtain business. I love what you said. I grew up, and it's a norm. So we're not saying, we know you have to kind of like recalibrate, you know, and change the mindset, because it's a norm for my mother. Well, I don't live with my mom, but I'm saying we grew up with your mom shopping every Christmas for new curtains. My mother loved new curtains. My sister doesn't live here, but she's already overseas, probably thinking, ooh, what the house is going to look like. I mean, she's into the curtains, so we used to just look to her to think of all the curtains. So I completely agree with you. For those of you who love the curtains, the new bed sheets, and the new saucepans, and you want to throw everything, you know, sometimes you go and you see furniture outside. This is the year to keep those furniture and recover.
that's it.
Recover. If you really need to see something sparkly, just recover.
It's much safer than
I'm telling
spending $5,000 on a new set.
Absolutely. So do you, to do or not to do Christmas loans? Should we do Christmas loans? Because we know that this is something, I don't know why. Please explain, because I cannot, for me, the reason I love this topic is because for me, I would never do a loan for Christmas or for a party. No.
No Christmas. No. Here's the thing, and then loans in general. We generally get a notification, and it's marketing again. So you start to get excited in October because you see, I checked my email, and some financial institutions, Christmas loan, and it's very enticing.
Oh, yeah.
But here's the thing, what do you need this loan for?
Ooh.
If you happen to have an emergency around Christmas, something that you know you absolutely need to buy. Oh my goodness, I have a deep freeze. We're going to have a little bit more meat than we usually do. My deep freeze has just gone. Boom.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? If you don't have the cash at that time, and obviously I don't advocate going into die hard credit all the time. Cash is king. That's just my position. However, in a position like that, when it becomes something that you absolutely need, then you can do it. If you're going to borrow money for the purpose of consumption and not to create anything, it is actually not going to be a benefit for you. Not in these times when we need to reserve money.
I completely agree.
If you see that Christmas loan, if you see that email, if you see that the credit card company just so happened to increase your limit in November, no! Leave the limit right where it is and learn to manage with what you have. And one of the things that we don't take into consideration, some of us have some family and friends that could do some of the things that we need to be done. And because they love you, they do it for free.
Yes.
So consider that.
I agree. When you see that email comes into your inbox, ping, do so. Delete. That's it. File 13. There you have it. So, okay, it's Christmas and we know companies like to pay bonuses. What should the folks be doing with this bonus? Should they spend it all? Should they keep it for January? What should they do? We need to know, we need to know, we need to know.
Of course. Well, if you're fortunate to be in an organization that allows you around Christmas to have bonus, use that money wisely. Now we know, I would encourage you, if you know you work hard all during the year and you want something, yes, get something for yourself. But here's what you should never do. You should never spend your entire bonus around Christmas. The intention for bonus and what you should be doing, if you're getting the same salary every single month, you're like, Lord, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do this, I can't do that. In December, you actually have an opportunity to have some cash and some money right there that you can do some of those things that you couldn't do. Maybe for some of you, it's like, I need to do a course. Hey, I have the deposit now to do the course, I can start it. Things like that.
Yeah.
For some, even your refunds, some people get their refunds late, they might get it around that time. The idea is not to consume all of that money, but your bonus really, I call it an opportunity. It is money that was created in December for you to have an opportunity to do the things that you need to do.
Wow, I love that.
Imagine you had an idea to start a business, but you know, I can't go and borrow any money, but this money comes. You can buy the materials or some of the materials to start with. That's an awesome opportunity for you to roll over the money and increase it instead of just consuming it. But we were conditioned, we spend that bonus even before in the consumption. We have to come away from being just consumers and being very mindful of what we do with that money. Of course, do something for yourself. I absolutely advocate that. Do something for yourself. If you know that somebody has been truly great for you throughout the year and you see, you know something, this is an opportunity for me to bless somebody, by all means do that. However, do not consume all of that money in December.
I agree. Don't allow COVID to make you become selfish or stingy, as we say in
That's
Barbados. I don't know if you know that word, stingy. We become selfish. And if somebody's been great to you, you can do something for that person and don't think about COVID and say, well, COVID happened. No, bless that person.
That's it.
So we know that kids absolutely will not understand, especially the younger kids, they will not understand about COVID and we can't give you gifts. What should parents do when it comes to the giving of gifts? Especially children. Not the adults. I mean, there's no adult right now that getting a gift from me at Christmas. I'm kidding. No.
But even that, they should be understanding.
Of course. But there's some adults that obviously will not get gifts from me. I mean, this is a whole different season that we're in right now. But I'm just saying, like, obviously, as you said, there's certain persons that you would still want to bless with a gift that you would just say, okay, this person definitely cannot not do something. It's been too good to me. But again, it's still on into consideration, yeah? So, but we want to talk specifically about the kids.
Yes, so for parents and aunties and godmummies, we know that you love the kids. You know that they know, my God, mommy give me something for Christmas and I'm looking forward to this thing. That's absolutely fine. But as the person that is purchasing, I would suggest you have a gift budget. This is what you don't do. You do not go into that establishment and see something, get so excited. Oh my gosh, I love this. Swipe. And every time you see something that you love, you just swipe. No, if you know, I have 5 gifts that I absolutely am going to buy for this season. If you have $500, then you know my budget for each person's gift is $500.
Yeah.
Is $100, I'm sorry. And that is what I should be spending. And I want to encourage parents and aunties as well, and you godmummies. The gift that you buy, they're going to appreciate it. Depending on the age of the child, of course, they might not even know auntie gave me this. And then you have that quarrel. I cannot believe I just bought you this and it's destroyed already.
Yes.
And you get absolutely frustrated. What can you do for that child? And we want to encourage generational things and generational decisions. How about that same money, you take it and you say, okay, I want to invest this money for my niece, my nephew, or my godchild. Imagine if for that year, just like when we get married, what do? We put on a registry, they ask for gifts or they ask for monetary donations. What we need to be able to be doing now, especially as we realize the climate that we're in, is creating that wealth and making sure that the kids have a foundation to start with. Of course, this is going to be viewed not only in Barbados but other places. If you're in America and any other country that you probably might have an investment opportunity easier, how about I'm going to buy this child $100 stock in Apple, $100 stock in Nike, whatever the price is at that time, we may be able to get it. We have to start thinking about these things because the children do grow up and they grow up fast.
Oh yes.
So imagine if you did that for 20 years and when they get to the time of university, they have a deposit that they're not coming out of university fully in debt.
Wow. I absolutely love that one. Brilliant. And the thing is, your child may be disappointed now, but we so appreciate it later. So I have this thing. So this one is for me. And if you're like me, this one is for you too. Now I have this thing. I know it's bad. Ooh, should I say it? Like people love, the discounts and all of that. I mean, like you can go to the store, sometimes I will see, but sometimes the discount stuff are so bunched up. And I really don't like to go through the discount stuff. I mean, it's not good, but help me, Lord, help me. But what about shopping, like discount stuff, like or even using brought forwards?
Discounts are good. Of course, you always want to spend less money, but there are some things that I would advise you spend money. Not totally English, but you'll get the concept.
Yes.
There's some things that you know that you will use a lot. Like for ladies, if you're going to work, your work bag. You use it all the time. You're constantly taking things in and out of it. You don't want to have a bag where every 6 months you need to replace it. There are some things that you need to spend the money on, that you have quality stuff that can last you. I still have a bag that I bought, I think it's 6 years ago. And I've never had to replace it. Exactly, because I decided at this time this is going to be an investment, so it's fine. If I don't have to buy the bag for another 6 years, of course I would have saved, so that's a good option. There are some things that you're going to find on discount and that's absolutely fine. However, make sure that the item that you're looking for on discount is something that you wanted in the first place. Don't just go into the store and say, oh my goodness, I love this. Was that in your plan to buy it? No, it was not. No, we are not traveling now, but I know for sure for me, when I travel, before I leave the country, I go through my entire wardrobe to see, okay, this needs to be replaced, that needs to be replaced. So I would have, you need 4 skirts, you need 4 pants, and a list. And that is how I shop. And then you buy that occasional thing, like something.
That's right.
People always get married in a year, you don't know. Even that I include, just in case somebody gets married and invites me, I have a dress for that too. So totally fine.
I agree, and like myself, you don't plan really for funerals, but you should have that nice funeral dress as well, because we know death is inevitable. So those things, wedding, funeral, you have it there, christening, you have it there, some nice pieces and put them down. I do the same thing. I mean, I go and I'm like, okay, I need this one time. And you buy the odd stuff during the year, you know.
Yes.
Yes, with food we know obviously you can't do that, you know, but there's some specials. I notice a lot of the stores now are putting specials. As you said earlier, we don't know if it's real specials or or their specials,
That's
you know,
it.
because it may not be special to us, you know. And I just want to encourage you though, this just came to my heart, so somebody probably need this. When you see the specials and you get to the cash register, ensure that it is actually registered at the cash register, because I've had this situation already where I saw a discount on something at the supermarket, took it to the cash register, but it hit my spirit. This didn't go in. I said to my niece, is this in? Did she put it in? And she said, Auntie, I can't remember. See, actually she told me after. I said, but why didn't you say something? And you know what happened? I got home, checked the bill, and it was full price on my bill. Full price. I'm not going to drive back. I did economics, okay? I'm not going to drive back to the store, because then it costs more for, it costs more now for that product. So I would have to wait till I'm going to the supermarket to return this product. Well, show them my bill, not the product. Product. God, you know.
That's it. You have to be so careful at this time that you make sure that what you have in your basket is what's on your bill, and you weren't overcharged. And you know, people want to get out of places quickly.
Yes.
So you need to ensure to check your bills.
I agree. Or you can spending so much more. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break. But I want you to know that today's video is sponsored by no other by
Destiny Steps Financial.
Destiny
Steps Financial.
Destiny Steps Financial. How can we find Destiny Steps Financial?
So Destiny Steps, we are on Facebook. That look for Destiny Steps Financial. Our website is going to be up and running soon, so you will have the opportunity to see every single thing there. But essentially, the heart and the mission of Destiny Steps is to help people to recover from financial life crashes and be able to create generational wealth. So if that's you, you had a hard start, something happened, I was like, oh my goodness, how do I start over? We are the person for you. And if you're looking to say, okay, I heard what you said about preparing for your kids, okay, I want to do something about it, we're the person for you as well.
I love that. Do you have Instagram and all of that?
Yes, I do. I also have an Instagram page, still Destiny Steps Financial. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook.
So I'll link her details in the description below, okay? So I really like that. Do you have any examples of any person, maybe for example that a person had a situation and came to you and you helped them resolve it, that you can share? You know, like a quick example.
Definitely. One of the major issues that we have, or that I've encountered, is people coming with credit card debt.
Ooh.
The infamous credit card, the one that you continue to pay and you never ever seem to get it finished. Now, here are some of the things that you need to know when it comes to a credit card. If you're now starting out with a credit card and you choose to do it, they would usually they're going to start you at a limit based on, one, your income, to test you a little bit. So if and the way that you pay, so that's how they begin to increase and increase and increase. The next thing that I find that people don't know is that you can ask them to change your date, your due date on your credit card. So there are a lot of people that say, but my credit card is due on the 15th, and I get paid at the end of the month, and I keep getting these overcharges all the time. You can actually go to the bank and have your credit card date linked to when you get paid, so that you are not caught up in the repeated cycle of having late fees all the time. These are things that they don't know. If you see your credit card limit goes up and you have not asked the bank and you don't want it to go up, kindly call them and let them know, I would like my credit card to remain here. Now, one of the things about credit cards, obviously, you are charged based on interest. So the longer you keep the balance, or the longer you are going to be extended in terms of payment. Now, the minimum payment on a credit card is the devil. Don't do it. If you know you're going to be in a position where you can only afford minimum payments, a credit card is not for you. However, gracefully and awesome, there is something called a Visa Debit. You can only spend what you have. If you are now starting out and you're being totally honest with yourself, you say, you know what, I'm not too sure how this thing works. Let me try a Visa debit first. Then you know you can only spend what's there, but be very, very, very mindful of all those charges. Remember when you got your credit card as well, because every single year they're going to send you that wonderful annual fee that you did not consider. So you start to scream, why is my credit card balance, why I have to pay so high? Yep, it happened in September, it happened in October, and you need to pay that too. So these are things that you need to be mindful of, and that's number one things that I find people coming to. When you don't know, you can't do better. And remember where we are now, the credit card interest is about 25 to 27%. It's actually cheaper for you to have a Visa debit where you can only spend what you put there.
I really love that. So what she's saying is that, come to her. So I'm going to link the information below. I mean, of course she has a wealth of other information that she can help you with, but that is one that, as she just said, a lot of people come to her about. So, and if, for example, that you find that you cannot manage and you need to learn how to consolidate, then you can also see her. So guys, I want you to give me, before we go, I want you to give me, just a couple tips that persons can do to help them better manage, I would say, having a fabulous Christmas. So, and just like a couple tips, and then, or perhaps you don't think we need a couple more tips, you give them enough.
I don't know, it's fine. I'm fine.
So you're going to give them a couple. So she's going to give you a couple tips, and then she's going to give you a fun tip, okay? A fun tip. So she's going to give you a couple tips and then a fun tip. So give them the couple tips first and then a fun tip. So this is her fun tip. So this is something personal to her that she does, a fun one.
Okay. So my fun tip is, I absolutely know that I love food.
Oh, me too.
I absolutely love food. And one of the things that I absolutely love to do is to try different places for food.
Me too.
So growing up, we had this habit, especially myself and my best friend. We never ever went to a restaurant and ordered the same thing, just so we can taste each other's food. So if you know that you're going to go to dinner on one of these fabulous dinners and you say, oh, I want to try this, I want to try this, I want to try this. Hold a minute. If you know you're going with your girlfriend's group, why don't you all order different things and you're able to taste each other's food? So for me, well, my friends, we know each other well. So this is something that we do. We pull together the food so we all get a taste of everything. And we have this appreciation for food.
Wow. So her fun tip is food sharing.
That's it.
Yes? So that's how I have to word it, because so that you get it, but we'll just word it in one line: food sharing. Food sampling.
That's
okay,
it.
Food sampling. So we are food samplers. I love to sample other people's food, except my husband doesn't like me to put my hand in his food.
Yeah, I only do that. I don't know why.
Oh, guys, really?
Yes, they do.
I don't like that. I don't. But then their eyes are always on yours, like, I hope that you don't eat all and everything.
We're very forgiving about it, but
We are
they're
very
not.
forgiving. No. Okay, but as soon as you go like this, look at your hand, like.
That's
Anyhow.
accurate.
So yes, guys, so that's it, our guys. We don't want to talk to you about our guys though, okay? We will talk to you about our guys in another episode when I'm having my relationship series, okay? I'm going to be having a relationship series for singles, and I'm not doing this as in single. I'm saying that I'm going to be having it for singles and for married couples, yes? So the married folks and the single folks, so we're going to have them, and it's going to be fabulous. Okay, everything is fabulous here on the Nina Ear Show. Excellent. Come on. Okay, so did you give them your 2 fun tips, or that's good enough?
I gave them my fun tip.
So your fun tip, and what about fun tips for them? Not fun, just 2 tips for them.
Tips for you at Christmas. Ooh, awesome tips. We spoke about kids and how we give gifts for kids, but we know some of us have a lot of friends. And that budget can look very high.
Oh yes.
What about, and it's something that we do here, and I realize that some of my friends started to do it as well, we have a draw. We put everybody's name in a basket and we pull to see whose name we're going to have to purchase the gift. Now, you want to make sure that that person, obviously, you don't buy something that they don't want. So we have a limit that we're going to spend, and they give you options on what they would like. So they never know who is the person that purchasing the gift until they open it and see the name. So there's an excitement from that draw. Like, okay, I know that I put these things in. I want to see which ones they're going to give me.
Ooh, I like that.
So that's one of the tips we have when it comes to gift giving, when it relates to adults. So
I love that.
Yes.
I love that. Awesome, guys. That is a lot. You cannot say that here on the Nina Ear Show we did not give you excellent information to help you to have a fabulous Christmas. Okay? I mean, everything that she basically said, it can help you throughout the entire month of December, and then we're going to have her back for January to tell you how to now manage the January finances, because we know you're going to spend so much forgetting COVID, forgetting everything, because you're going to get caught up in the excitement of Christmas. Don't get me wrong, I love Christmas is actually one of my favorite holidays.
Everybody's
love, okay? So we don't want you to go overboard. We want you to be price conscious, Christmas conscious, COVID conscious, all of that. Yes,
so we want them to have a Christmas without sorrow. One of the major things that we always have when Christmas is over and everybody goes back to their space, and you look at your bank account, there is a sorrow that comes. How do we not then have that sorrow at the end of December?
Awesome. You know, I love this episode as well because, well, she knows this. I'm fantastic at not only budgeting but saving and all of that. A lot of people don't know that about me, so I just give you my own fun fact. That's a fun fact. So my fun fact is that I am amazing at budgeting and all of that. And for me, one of the things that I find that I like to have something called a contingency plan.
That's it.
Okay, only when it comes to God that you really cannot have a contingency plan. But the truth is that, like you mentioned, this came to my heart when you said that January is approaching. So guess what? I'm gonna think, okay, I'm not gonna spend everything here, because when January, I'm not gonna be in the category of people who say, ouch, it's January, ouch, can't spend, ouch. No, I'm gonna be like putting some money away and saying this is January. It's not to say that we're not saying that. You know, some of the people here say, oh, but God is going to provide. God will provide, but God also give us wisdom.
That's it.
Wisdom.
That's it. And in January, obviously, what we don't consider is people have their precious lights. Your electricity bill is going to be higher in January. Your water bill is going to be higher in January. And there are those people overseas that you absolutely, for the older folks that will not use WhatsApp call, that you need to talk to, your bills are actually going to increase. Oh, yes. So in January, when your salary turns to normal, your expenses are higher. So you need to be careful what you do in December.
Awesome. So guys, awesome. If you love this video, comment below, and also comment the next topic that you want her to talk about when it comes to managing your finances, because she's a regular on the show. She's going to be talking to us about how to manage those finances, those credit cards, how to manage all your debt, you know, how to consolidate your stuff to have more. You know, she's all about ensuring that you have more at the end of it, because a lot of times we spend here, we spend it, we don't realize that we waste so much money, and then we say, oh, I can't do this and I can't do that. And yes, you can actually. So that's her job, to help you realize that you can do a lot of things that you said that you want to do. Am I correct in analyzing your stuff?
Absolutely.
There you go.
Excellent.
Yeah. So guys, thank you so much for being here. That was amazing, of course.
Glad to be here.
I know, and I love everything that you shared. Totally. So guys, that's it for today. As I said before, she's going to be back in January to share with you how to manage January. So she's going to basically wrap up each month for us, so that you would always be on top and not at the bottom.
That's it.
Awesome. I love it.
The head and not the
tail.
tail.
Head and not the tail. Amen. 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 So thank you so much, guys. Before you go, you know this already. Excellence is a choice. Just like we spoke about budgeting here today, you have a choice. We shared some fabulous tips with you, but you have a choice if you're going to follow them. Now, to be excellent, we know excellence is a choice, and in all you do, aim for excellence. That's right. So in all you do with your budget, aim for excellence.
That's it.
So God bless you. We love you. And until next time on the Nina Air Show, excellence. Come on. Excellence.